How many girls have started to make a living off of OnlyFans now that would just normally have a job and never get paid the same amount of money?
Well, it's one of the reasons why we're not seeing that many hot chicks working at Chipotle, I think.
Is that what it is? They go OnlyFans?
I think it's definitely...
But how do they get an audience? Like, just because you're hot and you show your asshole?
They bait through their Instagram, yeah. Dude, you know no two assholes are the same. Is that true?
I'm sure. It's like a fingerprint.
That's crazy.
They're going to use that from now on to get into the bank. It's like your retina scan.
Yeah. That's how you get into Dan Bilzerian's house.
I mean, if you really think about how many girls are making like stupendous amounts of money on OnlyFans.
Oh, it's baffling. But do you also think, Joe, that...
Whoa, OnlyFans is over 1 million creators. So, well, let's imagine that's worldwide. Up from 70,000 in 2019. So all those people jumped on board during the pandemic. That makes sense.
This is what I start to worry about. That it's going to be like what is this called, a gig economy? No, what is that? Okay.
No, gig economy is like Uber, right?
Okay.
Would you think of OnlyFans? Does that count?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, you could get a gig. They could make a video for a specific person. Same kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Do you think it's going to...
Cameo.
But yeah, it's very
I
similar,
watched some cameos the other day. It was sad.
I got one from Nick Nolte about some dogs at Christmas. I made him make like a video for some puppies that I never...
Nick Nolte does cameos?
That I didn't have, yeah.
Why
He's
is he
like,
doing...
oh, hey, Cinnamon and Whisker. Dad loves you. Yeah, I got to find it.
Nick Nolte's on Cameo? How is it? Is that weird?
Oh, no, Gary... Who's the other guy that looks like Nick Nolte?
Gary Busey?
Gary Busey.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They look very different.
He's like, hey, Cinnamon and Whisker. Dad's home.
Gary Busey was a great actor who got in a horrible motorcycle accident without a helmet. Yeah. Okay, play some of these. Give me one right there.
Got my guitar, got my voice, got my thoughts, got my love to send to you in a cameo, however many you want. Just send me what you want me to tell you, and I'll tell you better than you can feel. Bop, bop, bop. There you go. Cameos are us.
I love that. Doesn't that make you feel good, though? Did you feel good when you did it?
No. No, it made me think you should wear a helmet.
Oh, you think people are taking advantage of him?
No, that's what happened to him. He got in a motorcycle accident without a helmet on, back when L.A. didn't have a helmet law. And he crashed his motorcycle and bounced his fucking head off a curb.
Oh,
and
damn,
and got serious brain damage.
That's not funny,
so you can pull that up. I want to say that was from like the early 2000s. He had a serious... That's why one of his eyes looks different than the other one.
Yeah. Because they remade it?
His fucking skull got crushed. Yeah. In 1988, the actor, then 44, had just picked up his Harley Davidson from a shop when he tried to maneuver around a bus and accidentally turned too hard, started skidding, and hit his back brake, causing him to fly over his windshield and land directly on his helmetless head.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is when things went sour.
And his hair still looks good, which is crazy.
He's got great hair. He's got great hair to hide that scar where they had to stitch his head back together again, I think.
That's unbelievable.
Not good.
Well, this is my question then. Do you think it's going to get to a point, right, where if we start losing jobs, right, and there's less jobs and more people are on like OnlyFans, right, that you're basically going to have chicks out there, like literally women holding each other at gunpoint, like, you know, subscribe to my pussy, stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what you're saying.
You know, help, Jamie. Jamie, can you pull up some help?
Pull up some help.
I need some help, man. I always have this vision of like two Uber drivers, like you're gonna be my you're my rider. You know what I'm saying? You're my like it's like people like it's all just digital. It's all online, and it's just like people just like subscribe to me now, you know, like literally at gunpoint. Like that's how bad it's going to get.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I think there's going to be a lot of people that are doing that to make a living. The problem is, where's the money coming from? Is it going to be subscribers paying other subscribers? Is it going to be like a hierarchy, like someone who makes like $1 million a month paying someone who makes $100,000 a month, who pays someone who makes $10,000 a month? Is it going to be a pyramid scheme for pussy?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd almost buy a fake pussy somewhere and put it out there.
I don't think that's good enough. I think you have to have the whole body attached to it. Like, what do most girls on OnlyFans do? Do they show like bikini pictures? Like, what are they doing? Showing feet?
There's bikini pictures. I know that there's like meetups where like manager companies like have them all go to like a location together, like at the beach, and then they do like, tit touching and like,
They get together,
smelling each other's crotch, like stuff.
Oh, and so that gets everybody excited, and then they get more like. So they have managers.
Stuff animals do, like stuff animals do before their owner pulls them away real quick.
I heard that a lot of these girls, when they're interacting with people online, they're not really doing it. That they hire a company, and then someone writes these letters. Because like if you feel like you're going to respond to people and text them, like how many of them are you going to do this to? Like how many can you? How many days? I mean, how much hours in the day do you have? And if people don't know how many you're responding to or who's doing it, like if you have, like, say if you have 1 million subscribers on OnlyFans and you get 100,000 messages a month.
Yeah, you got to have somebody helping you.
Maybe they just have a person, like a service, who writes like sexy things, like "Thank you, sweetie," heart,
yeah,
kiss, blowing kiss.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you're so sweet, thank you. And there's a fat guy writing those things. Do you remember Marilyn Martinez? Did you know Marilyn Martinez? Marilyn Martinez was a comic at the Comedy Store, and very funny. And she used to do phone sex back in the day. That's how she made a living when she was starting out as a comic. She would get on the phone with guys while they were jerking off, and she'd talk them through it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's going to come to that where you're going to have, people just helping each other jerk off, and that's going to be,
I think it's going to come to the point where you can't jerk off anymore because you're not going to have any genitals. I think we're all going to slip away to neutral.
Like I was saying.
Aliens. Yeah.
Beige.
Aliens. We look at what aliens look like. What do they look like? They look like sexless, genderless things with big, giant heads.
Autism, too.
You think so?
Aliens?
Yeah.
I think they have the highest, most acute form of fucking...
Alzheimer's?
Autism.
Autism. I said Alzheimer's.
They might have Alzheimer's, too, dude. They could have it all. I mean, at that point, they've mastered the diseases.
I was trying to say Asperger's, so I came up with Alzheimer's.
Well, Asperger's should have a different name, too. It's just...
Asperger's. Yeah. That's rude.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right? I wonder if it's like a doctor. Is it Dr. Asperger who figured out Asperger's?
I don't know.
Take a guess. Let's find out and take a guess.
Ron Asperger? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Like a guy out of Seattle.
I was thinking that when the Fournier's gangrene we looked up to their dad. It's unfortunate for Mr. Fournier.